So within a few days, we have the Dokkan 8th anniversary. Well, actually, technically, if you take a look here, there is, I believe it's what, 4 days away now? Yeah, 4 days away before the 8th anniversary officially does start. I'm gonna have to do a video on this later, the Goku asset, but we'll talk about that later. Today's video is actually gonna be talking about what leader skills could this unit and the new GT unit as well have. I think there's a lot of good opportunities for them being leaders. They're on a lot of weaker category teams that could use the help, and they're also on a lot of strong teams that they could also, be a leader for that team, and then use those weaker teams as additional categories that they boost to kind of supplement them, if that makes sense, right? So again, this new category meta, like the 200%, is very diverse, and I feel like I really like it a lot. So we're gonna look at the category teams that like existing units similar to these guys are on, and we're gonna see, if we could piece together a leader skill. Eventually, I will also be doing a video talking about what teams they could be on specifically and how they could help those teams. So if you want to check that video out, I think it'll be tomorrow, right? This video will be going up today on the 25th, but let's take a look into this. So we have two units I can feel like obviously very much match this Super Saiyan 2 Goku and Vegeta and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? Which is this Angel Vegeta, who could also potentially EZA. And then we have this Super Saiyan 3 Goku that does end up doing the Spirit Bomb, right? He's on the Super Saiyan 3 teams and, all the Spirit Bomb teams. So I feel like it's just the most likely option that he's going to be on a bunch of these teams plus these ones. So, I mean, if we take a look at some of these Vegeta teams that this guy could definitely be a new leader for, I would say straight up, we do have the LR Gods as a lead for this team, but they're the only leader for this team. We've seen with movie heroes, they have no problems buffing or giving a new leader to a category. This could definitely be a situation where, let's say, maybe this guy, has Over and a Flash as a link, for example, and then, it could help some of these units that have Over and a Flash, like the Blue Fusions, Tech Vegeta Blue, AGO Gogeta Blue, right? Even God Goku, right? A lot of these Super Saiyan 3 units, Bardock, that, all have Over and a Flash. Just give a different option of a leader for those characters, have different links than like just the typical God links. These guys would obviously probably prefer to be with a God unit, not necessarily need to be with one, but I think you guys kind of get where I'm coming from with that. So I feel like if they want to give a strong starting leader skill to this unit, I feel Power Beyond Super Saiyan could be a good option. If you look at the other teams, I don't think they would give him Bonnet Parent and Shadow. I feel like that just doesn't feel like the moments there. I think Battle of Fate, they could definitely be a Battle of Fate category leader. I mean, the Super Saiyan 2 Goku was. They should be on the Battle of Fate category. I mean, this Vegeta's on it. I'm sure Goku's going to do the Spirit Bomb, which again, this Goku that does the Spirit Bomb is on that category team. Again, another pretty strong team, and that's going to continue getting buffs given we get more Dragon Ball content. I mean, a Battle of Fate has been the focus point of so many anniversaries, major celebrations. Like, look how many Dokkan Fest LRs we have in the Battle of Fate category, right? This team will be getting buffed forever as long as the game comes out, because the Battle of Fate team is obviously just the biggest fights of the series. I feel like a lot of people would agree on that. Really looking at the other teams here, I'm not really seeing, I mean, if they're a Pure Saiyans lead, I guess I'll throw that out there. That could also be a good option. Honestly, yeah, I could see them as a Pure Saiyans lead. But maybe I would see this guy as a Pure Saiyans lead more because of the focus around Super Saiyan 4 and, the Saiyan Pride and stuff like that. I just feel like Super Saiyan 4s just feel more like, like a Pure Saiyan kind of leader rather than the Super Saiyan 3 and 2 Vegeta. I don't know. Like, I think a lot of people would understand where I'm coming from with that. Super Saiyan 4 being the primal, just Saiyan kind of power like that. But yeah, I mean, if we take a look at Goku and his, leaders that he could be on, I guess maybe they could be a Majin Buu Saga leader. We got Majin Vegeta, but he's not really I would say, a good leader for this at all. Though this guy and this guy, I mean, this guy should surely EZA. This guy might EZA. So I don't think we would be like, really needing a new Majin Buu Saga leader if those two EZAs do happen. Final Trump card could also be an option as a leader, I think, for sure. This team has not gotten a new lead since Kaioken Goku, I guess, but really a Dokkan Fest like leader that you'd actually run, at least at the time they came out, were the Blue Fusions. That's it. Well, as they can get easy A's, I feel it's not too likely, and based on the theme of the celebration, they could always give them an easy A, right? But I feel they might save them for like some other fusion, or like a Gogeta celebration, another Future Saga celebration, right? It's always possible. They don't have to easy A together either, though. Likely they will. A lot of these, Dokkan Fest LRs that release together as a dual Dokkan Fest celebration usually do easy A together. I mean, this team could definitely be very powerful. Again, a lot of like over and a flash units here. So this unit does have like an over and a flash key link. That could be pretty helpful for this team. So I could definitely see him as final trump card. But really, any other team, I'm not really the biggest fan of. And another one, this unit is going to be on a lot of teams. Accelerated Battle. You get, again, Super Saiyan 3 Goku and 2 Vegeta. They're going to be on a lot of teams, especially a lot of teams that could use help. But as we go down, there's definitely other weaker category teams that could buff. I mean, I would love, again, if they're like imagine them as a Pure Saiyans leader, just as an example. Pure Saiyans, 170%, then Connected Hope also get a 170%, and then you put like this weaker category together with Pure Saiyans, and then that's obviously going to be a really good team, and it helps a lot of these units that, let's say LR Ultimate Gohan, you could put them on the Pure Saiyans team, with like LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and they do share a solid amount of links, Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. I think they have Kamehameha as well, stuff like that. You can kind of mix and match. You can, well, Piccolo doesn't really work well with the Saiyans, but you guys kind of see where I'm coming from. This unit could be interesting with other Pure Saiyan units, right? I mean, imagine throwing Pikkon on the Pure Saiyans team. There's a lot of like options you can have there, and I think that could be pretty interesting, honestly. It's kind of similar to combinations like that. I mean, what other weaker teams could definitely use the help here? I mean, honestly, I would say Final Trump Card, well, as a strong team, could definitely use buffs. I wouldn't call it like a strong-ish, like mega strong team necessarily, right? I mean, a lot of these units have really aged out, like, again, like I said, the 5 years, the 3-year fusions aren't really that great, unfortunately, as of the time of this recording. Obviously, they're not really getting like another easy air or anything, but you guys get the point. There's not really too much here that you could really work with. So again, adding this team to a roster like, I don't know, even Battle Fate is pretty actually strong right now as a team overall. Adding it to Power Beyond Super Saiyan, who's been getting a lot of buffs recently, this category of team. I mean, even this guy could easily, it could be interesting. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately this unit won't be on like Super Saiyan 3. I don't think they'll be on Master Evolution, because if you take a look at the Vegeta here, where is he? This Vegeta is not on Master Evolution. He is. I mean, this could be another potential team, right? If we're talking about the Super Saiyan 3 and 2 Goku together, they do share their team together. They smash this team together with, Battle Fate, Pure Saiyans, and that could be really good. But those are the categories that really I'm looking at, and I'm like bulging out of my eyes. Like, they could maybe be an all-out struggle. Who knows, right? Time limit. They could be. Actually, they should be in time limit. No, this guy is actually not on the time limit category. That's kind of weird. Shouldn't he be on time limit? Okay, I should check something. Is this... Yeah, this guy, he's on time limit. He's not. Okay, well, that's... I feel like that Super Saiyan 3 Goku right there should be in time limit, but sure, man. Yeah, I mean, those kind of teams could definitely use it, like all struggle time limit, like I said, Otherworld Warriors, but a lot of these teams Vegeta's on, Goku can't be a part of, and they have to share the same teams. So that's an issue. I think out of these teams, I would definitely expect a new leader based off the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. If I had to really guess, I think Power Beyond Super Saiyan could definitely be a good leader for this. Like, imagine Power Beyond Super Saiyan plus Connected Hopes, and then again Pure Saiyans gets the 170%, or the extra 200% part of the leader skill. Can keep in mind they could also be a trio leader skill. So like, what if they're Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Battle Fan, Connected Hope, then Pure Saiyans and Final Trump Card get the 200%, right? They could also be leads like that. That's also considering that they're not introducing any new categories. Let's think of Z Heroes, right? we have GT Heroes as a category. I think a lot of people are talking about, hey, what if we get a Z Heroes category for all the Dragon Ball Z super class units? I think that'd be good, for sure. It would be probably much stronger than GT Heroes, but it would be a category that I feel like, given the other categories we have, could very easily exist, and it'd be a category where it's like, okay, these units should be on this category, right? There wouldn't be really any questions like all out struggle, for example. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking about their leader skill specifically. Now, this unit I think is going to be a lot more clear cut, which is again why I talked about these guys first here. But for the Goku GT and the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, again, it could also be on categories that need help. I brought up this guy, but really you could just look at these two and kind of look at, okay, see the categories this unit's on, and just kind of remove the Super Saiyan 4 Goku kind of aspect on it, or the Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 aspect even. So like they wouldn't be on Fused Fighters, they wouldn't be on time limits, right? I can even Giant Ape Power is iffy, but let's assume maybe they'll be on Giant Ape Power. If they are on the Giant Ape Power category, they could definitely be a really good leader for this, given they have like the Saiyan Roar links. Again, this is very situational. We don't know how their link set's going to be. If I had to assume, I would say more likely than not, they will get like Saiyan Roar, Shocking Speed to kind of match with these other GT, Super Saiyan 4 units. A lot of them do have the link set. I mean, this guy does have that, for example, right? A lot of people think he could easy A. Definitely not impossible for that to happen. Again, a pure Saiyan's leader skill, I could really see that could be really cool. I mean, even join forces, both this guy and this unit could possibly lead join forces. And I feel like this unit is actually a pretty good leader unit. I feel like they're a little underrated by the community, but I'm not saying that this team can't get a new leader. Again, look at what they did with the movie heroes. We got like, what, 4 or 5 movie heroes leader in 2022. So it's like you can't say, oh, we already have one from last year. Like, they don't care, right? Final trump card again could be really good, but really GT heroes, if we want to differentiate them, again, like what if this unit does get Z heroes, GT heroes, or even what they could do is they could have, I guess, like Shadow Dragon Saga, like this, add it to the leader skill. Like, go to like pure Saiyans, then like Bond a Parent and Child or Battle Fate together as 2 leader skills. Then they just throw Shadow Dragon Saga on there. So it's like, hey, the category is not going to be strong enough to stand on its own, so we'll just add it to 2 existing strong categories like that, which again could be a really huge help for this team, because this team sucks. And I mean, we're getting like the Ice and Nova Shenron, and it's like, if you take a look at like this guy, for example, like what team, like none of these teams are going to work out unless they're an accelerated battle leader, maybe, but it's like none of these teams are going to work. I mean, Ice Shenron, this guy, this is the only one. He's a free-to-play unit. He's not even on accelerated battle. This literally might be the 2 teams that they're on. So either we get like an LR Omega Part 2, or I get a Shadow Dragon Saga leader, or they're just not on a team and they're just a completely dead release, or they make a new category somehow. I mean, what if they just make GT a category? Just straight up GT, and every single GT unit's on there. And they're like, yeah, screw the Shadow Dragon Saga, screw GT Heroes, just every single GT unit. I doubt they would do that for GT Heroes, but I mean, it's not impossible. It really is not impossible to just say, you know what? Yeah, GT bosses was a mistake. We're just going to make a GT team. Can you really say that's not something that Akatsuki would do, man? I wouldn't put it past him for them to do like that, but who knows? I mean, if we look at the base form Goku, I guess there's so many tabs I've opened here. Like, he's not really going to bring any extra teams there. It's really just going to be Connected Hope. They'll be still on Final Trump Card, which will be helpful. But yeah, I think Connected Hope could definitely be a focal point of the leader skills between these units, because Spirit Bomb is literally like the culmination of this category, right? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this, though. I think that overall, they'll likely have strong leader skills as the 7th anniversary, headliner. I mean, I said 7th anniversary, I meant 8th anniversary. It's just, this unit is just basically like this last year, just it's a base Goku instead of the Super Saiyan 4, but I guess that's where I got messed up. But they're definitely gonna have strong leader skills. It just depends what kind of mix and match they're gonna do. So let me know what you guys would like the leader skill to be in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.